Hello, I'm back. I don't know if this video will turn out. If there's going to be a lot of wind noise, I won't upload it. But I'm back in the woods and I'm happy. I'm breathing and I want to have a little walk and talk. What's interesting to me during this particular walk is that I would never walk this time of year, at least not out here in the woods, because it's cold and I don't like the cold, really. Trust me, I am going to get to a point. Just hang on with me for a moment. I don't really like the cold. I have a Mexican heart. I like beaches and palm trees. And, a tree fell down over here. So I'm wearing my layers and I'm embracing what is. I suppose I could pause and talk, but the sun is not going to be up for long. And I want to get this walk in. So, it's beautiful. Oh, and now we're going uphill. Embracing what is and being with the seasons. I am going to take a pause because this is like a hill. Being with the seasons and what that means for each of us in our personal walks, in our spiritual walks, in our family walks, in the world walk, what we're seeing right now with COVID. And if you had talked to me like a year ago or a couple years ago, I would have been complaining like, no, I don't want to go for a walk because it's cold and there's no leaves on the trees. But you know what's so cool about walking right now? The shadows. There are all these, where's my shadow? I don't know. Hi. I'm walking with my shadow and I'm talking to it. I don't know. I'm just having kind of a fun experience with the angles and the way the light is right now and the trees without their leaves and thinking about what that means for myself and my body and being with nature and the natural cycles and the seasons of our lives. And now it's getting windy and I don't know what to do because I know it's annoying. I need better equipment, but I'm just a waitress, so this is what you get. Being able to see silver linings in all situations. I guess I want to share a short story of what happened on Sunday. The weather was horrible on Sunday. I was not going to take a walk. There was like 60-mile-per-hour winds outside. It was gloomy, cloudy, snowy, sleety, rainy, and just kind of ugly outside. I'm like, I'm not going to take a walk. And I was feeling a little bored. And so I knew that the JW, the Jehovah's Witness Circuit Overseer, was in town for what used to be my congregation. And I thought, I haven't seen or listened to a JW talk in like 2 years. I wonder, I was missing certain people from my old congregation, and I just kind of wanted to see their faces. And I had no intention of recording the meeting, not even like doing a commentary. I think I just was bored and in a weird mood. So I called up an elder and I asked for the link to the Zoom meeting. And at first he didn't answer my phone call, so then I left a text message just saying, could I have the link to today's Zoom meeting? I get a call back from this elder, and the first words out of his mouth were, what are your motives? And I said, is that what you would ask a Bible student? Like, what are your motives for wanting to attend the meeting? I said, I want to hear a Bible-based talk. That's a whole other subject. Like, are Jehovah's Witnesses really Bible-based? They try to be, but forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. I think that, you see this? It's disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm like, oh. It's from the stupid mask that I have to wear. It's like mask-knee. So he said, what are your motives? And I said, is it your job to read my heart and discern my motives? I just want to listen to the talk. That's my motive. And he said, well, the elders don't trust you. You are a wolf. And I said, wait, like the context of that verse about Paul talking about like wolves entering the congregations, and maybe even Jesus said it too, but Paul definitely warned these little Christian congregations about wolves entering. I said, I'm not asking to attend the meeting so that I can teach or speak. I just want to listen. So how am I being a wolf if I just want to listen? I'm not there to teach or sway anybody. And so then that conversation ended and he called me back again. And, he texted, he's like, well, you can have the phone number. And I was like, okay. I wasn't committed to like listening to this meeting, but I was just, like I said, a little bored. Well, then I got a final message back that I'm not trusted, and no, I couldn't have the Zoom link, and no, I couldn't even have the phone number to just listen in. So here's my question, especially if you're a PMO, like physically in, mentally out, or maybe you're just a Jehovah's Witness who's starting to explore the myriads of rabbit holes out there that you were told to never look at or think about. How is that loving? If Jehovah's Witnesses care about saving people's souls from eternal destruction at Armageddon, am I not one of those lost sheep who the angels would rejoice if I were found? I mean, so apparently elders can judge motives, they can judge hearts, and they can decide who is worthy and not worthy of attending meetings. So that was a little, I wasn't bothered. Oh, and I think I forgot to mention this, one of the other reasons, I think I said it, that I wanted to just see certain people. I've been going through some old photo albums. I'm going to walk slowly. I'm so all or nothing. It's like I either have to be running up the hill or not walking, and it's like, I could just walk slowly. I'm learning. See, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you probably are like, yeah, Allie's big toe, it should be called Allie's hot mess. And this girl needs lots of therapy, and probably, but this is how I do therapy. I talk out loud to myself. I hear myself talk, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I notice like these patterns in myself and in my thinking, and I kind of work it through. That's what friends are for. And I have amazing friends now who put up with me. Thank you. But so that's what I do here. I just ramble. Everybody has their little thing that they do with their videos. And so instead, because I was still a little bored, I decided to go to a Lutheran service. And you're like, that wasn't a very big hill. It kind of is. I went to a Lutheran service because one of my coworkers plays the organ there. And the organ music was great. I sat right next to the organ, so I felt the music in my body. And that was really fun. The service itself was a little, dare I say, boring, but the sermon was on the master and the three slaves, or the three servants who got their talents, and it was a good sermon. It was fine, but the contrast, this is what I want to talk about, the contrast between how I was treated with that elder not even being given access to a link, and this, I don't know what they're called in the Lutheran church, ministers, pastors, priests, I don't know what they're called. Let's just say minister. This Lutheran minister welcomed me into his church, not knowing who I was or anything, welcomed me, no questions asked, I did ask if I could take the communion, and I was denied that, which is fine, because that's fine. He said, well, what do you believe? And I kind of recited my faith based on Ephesians chapter 2, by faith, by grace, by Jesus alone are we saved. And but the difference. So my question is, if you're a Jehovah's Witness who's still a JW, has the door of the Ark been shut? Are you guys doing the locust message now? Yeah, I guess the door is shut. All jesting aside, back to seasons, like these trees. The leaves are gone. They had their season. They had their heyday. They gave us gorgeous colors in the fall, and now it's winter. So it's time to go within, get quiet. I love Chinese medicine and the ancient wisdom found within that whole system. And that's what I'm focusing on. Maybe getting a little bit more quiet. But I just wanted to share a story with you. That's all this was, a story, and flowing with the season and not trying to hold on to the leaves. It's like the leaves for me represent all those photos of people I thought were going to be my forever friends in the JW congregations I attended, and realizing it is what it is. It was what it was. It was, I love those people, but the leaves have fallen, and let's sing California Dreaming. You know that song by the Mamas and Papas. No, but seriously, letting go and letting God, and the greatest command, which is to love God and love others and love ourselves. And that has really been what my journey over the last couple years has been about, like learning to love myself, and I'm enjoying my walk. Have a great day. I'm going to go walk fast now. Bye and shalom.